So my grandpa Lambert calls me up and says, "Hey Nick, come out to my house." He lives in Sydney, and I got some fishing stuff, and I know you like to fish. I want to give it to you. So I said, okay. So he gives me a Bass Pro fly rod, which I've never fly fished before in my life. So I was excited about that. Okay, so it's a nice fly rod, and he gives me 2 tackle boxes full of gear, and we're gonna check that out and inside because it's freezing out here. It's February. He gives me 3 reels and a galvanized full floating, basically a minnow keeper. Okay, or yep. So for minnows, you put them in there, put water in there, so you can take them fishing and whatnot. So all right, so now we are going to open up the tackle boxes inside. Ready? So my grandpa gave me 2 tackle boxes loaded down with gear. I've already put some of my stuff in here, so you'll obviously know what is what because it's a 20-year difference between the products. First, I have a Laker 510 tackle box here. Now this will probably be like an extra tackle boxes, okay? An extra tackle box. First off, I want to show you these things are super cool. They're like a 1 hook. This has a treble hook. I'm assuming this is for flies, not positive though, because it's super light, and I wouldn't know how to cast that because it's so light. Now with the fly rod, he gave me this. It has tons of flies in it, and then some rubber worms, which I'm not positive how good those are. But this box right here is full of old flies, and so that's really cool. A bunch of bobbers in there. Let's see, sinkers, a leader. That's it. Some older worms. Some of the worms I had to throw away because they obviously were very old. And then some rooster tails. Right here's a pink rooster tail. And then we got some inline spinners right there. So let's move on to the other. This is the one I'm super excited about because I'm going to make some YouTube videos of actually catching fish on the equipment that he used to use when he was my age. He hasn't fished in a long time. He used to be a maintenance person for a fairly large outdoor area, and they had a pond, and he used to fish there while he was at work and type of thing. So anyways, so this is a Rebel 600 on his lunch break, guys, okay? So look at this equipment. We got a Hulu popper right there, another popper right here. These they're made of plastic, but and then a little mouse, got a little tail on it. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a mouse. These are wooden right here, and a lot of this stuff is wood. So underneath this hula popper, which I'll move out of the way, this is like a bigger mouse. This is definitely wood, and a lot of these black and silvers, which I absolutely love. I love the black and silver jerk baits type of things. I've always had really good success with them. Now this is a Head and Sonic, and so I can't wait to try that one. That's like a lipless crank, and see how that is. Now this is would be basically like a jitterbug, but it's a frog pattern. So frog pattern jitterbug. Now if you've never fished with one of these, basically they splash their top water. So pretty excited about that. I've never seen anything like this. It has like 2 leather fins on it. See there. And then so it looks pretty cool. Old crawl, an old Rebel crawl, which I have the red version of this already. Super excited about that one. Another lipless crank that's in like this odd shape. So we're gonna do some fishing with that one. Now some of this stuff I have already planned on giving away or trading to an antique store to get some different stuff. So some of this stuff I'm not even gonna keep, but I love these jerk baits right here. This one is made of wood. Is this one made of wood too? This one may be like a plastic, but this one right here is definitely wood, and it feels like a balsa wood, I'm assuming, because it's so light. So I'm super excited. I've never really, I can't remember if I've ever caught anything on wood. And then you got a big deep diver right here. That's plastic. But this one right here is a unique looking swim bait type thing with a hinge, and then you open this sucker up, and I'm talking like these right here. This, come on now. This spook right here, I mean, that is perfect. Huge treble hook. So that's gonna catch a big fish right there. I cannot wait to use that. This lipless crank right here, super excited about, because I love the silver lipless cranks, and this thing is a loud rattle, and it's super heavy, so it's gonna get down there. I'm not quite sure what this is. Extremely heavy, so I'm assuming it's gonna be a deep diving bait, but it's really heavy. So yeah, that's it. I don't know what the heck that is. I don't have no clue what you would even catch on that. If you know what you would catch on the cigar looking tube bait type thing, it's plastic. This part's metal. Leave it in the comments. Just put cigar looking tube bait is this, and then I will do some research on that. If it's nothing I have around here, that's one I'll trade away. A lot of so got me some. This right here, it's a super deep diver, I'm assuming. This right here I'm really excited about, because I'm a crankbait guy, and saw that in there. This is, I mean, it's older, but it's not that old type of thing. These two, I think I already had. Those were mine. So this is another jitterbug, and it actually says jitterbug on it. And I like how they used to write everything in there. So this one, from what I can read, manufactured by Fred Arbogast, Akron, Ohio, has a serial number and everything. So that's really cool. So I definitely am going to catch something on that. Some spoons. I'm not really a huge spoon fisherman. And there were some flukes in here too. I'm not a fluke guy at all. Some tubes. I will use those. A bunch of bobbers, and then some more of the original Rapella wobbler, which is the jerk baits that I love already. So I'm definitely gonna be using those. Let's see. This one is just a Rapella, a shad. This is a deep diver right there. I don't do too much deep diving. This is a bluegill pattern spinnerbait, but the skirt is like so dry rotted that it'll fall apart. So I just need to add a new skirt on there. Let's see. This right here is really cool. It's translucent. It's like a medium diver to a deep diver, but I think that'll do really good around here if I can find somewhere where I can get it deep enough. Let's see. Some jigs. A frog in there. Some jig heads. That's all my stuff. So all in all, I think I got some really cool videos coming up this summer, especially with this spook. I'm so excited. I've been looking for these things, and the ones that you see at the store are like, they're extremely expensive, or they're not even the they're not called spooks. So this is a head and spook. Excited about it, because if I can catch something on something that he used, that's really cool. So leave a comment if you want, and you can describe some of these and be like, that's actually one of those type of things. And because some of this stuff I have no clue what it is or what it's supposed to be. So there you go. All right.